Meet Sarah Martinez, tech executive from Austin, Texas. $150,000 salary, $80,000 in savings, and a dream to move to Portland for a better quality of life. She did all the research, or so she thought. She calculated her moving costs: $3,000 for the moving truck, $2,500 for her first month's rent and deposit, maybe $1,000 for miscellaneous expenses. Total budget $6,500 for the move. She was confident, prepared, and ready. 6 months later, Sarah was sitting in her tiny Portland apartment, staring at her credit card statements. She had spent $47,000, not $6,500, $47,000 just to move to Portland. Her dream of the Pacific Northwest living had become a financial nightmare. But here's the twist: Sarah wasn't unlucky, Sarah wasn't irresponsible. She simply didn't know about the hidden costs that destroy 80% of people who move to Portland, Oregon. The costs that real estate agents don't mention, the expenses that moving companies don't warn you about, the financial traps that turn Portland dreams into bankruptcy stories. But Sarah's story has a different ending than most because she learned something that changed everything. The exact hidden costs I'm about to reveal to you. Now, Sarah's $47,000 shock isn't unique. It's happening to people moving to Portland every single week. The difference between Sarah and the people who get financially destroyed: Sarah learned the truth about what it really costs to move to Portland, Oregon in 2025. Hey, my name's Tom Baker, your local go-to Portland realtor who's helped many clients here relocate. I've seen the same financial disasters destroy families over and over and over again, so I'm creating this video to help you out. If you're looking to relocate to the Portland market, all my contact information is below. You can call or text me anytime. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 7 hidden costs that turn Portland dreams into financial nightmares. These aren't the obvious expenses everyone talks about. These are the secret costs that could add up to over $40,000 to your Portland move. And if you're thinking about moving to Portland, this video could save you from the financial disaster that's waiting for you. Now, let's talk about the housing reality shock. That's your hidden cost at number 1. So let's start with the biggest hidden cost, the true cost of Portland housing that nobody is talking about right now. Most people research Portland rent prices online and they think they understand the market. They see a 2-bedroom for $2,200 and they budget accordingly. What they don't realize is that advertised rent is just the beginning. Here's what that $2,200 apartment actually costs per month. Your base rent's going to run about $2,200. The application fees or multiple application fees could run you between $300 to $500. A security deposit's $2,200. Pet deposit's $500 to $800. Parking is not included. That's probably $250 in the high side. Utilities of $300. Renter's insurance $50 to $100. Your move-in fees $200 to $400. Your $2,200 apartment just became $3,000 plus $3,000 to $4,000 up front. But here's the real kicker, and you won't get that apartment. Portland's rental market is so competitive that you'll need to, 1, apply for up to 10 to 15 apartments just to get one approved. Your pay application fees are between $50 to $100 per application. And if you're offering above asking rent to compete, well, expect to pay your first and last month plus a security deposit. Now, Sarah in this example budgeted $2,500 for her first month in Portland. She actually spent $8,200 just to secure housing. That's a $5,700 difference on day 1. The second hidden cost is transportation, and this one catches everybody off guard, including myself. Portland markets itself as a bike-friendly public transit city. People move here thinking, we don't need a car. This is an expensive mistake. Portland's public transit sounds great until you actually use it. A TriMet monthly pass, $100. limited routes to many neighborhoods, unreliable schedules, especially on the evenings and weekends when you need it the most, safety concerns on many of the lines, doesn't serve many job centers effectively at all, so the car is a necessity. Within 6 months, 85% of Portland transplants end up needing a car. But buying a car in Portland is more expensive than most cities. Oregon doesn't have a sales tax, but high registration fees, DEQ emission testing is required, so that's $2,100 every 2 years. A title transfer fee is $77 and higher insurance rate due to theft and weather. Parking costs downtown are $200 to $400 a month. Sarah thought she'd save money without a car, and since she spent $3,000 on a down payment on a used car, $350 monthly car payment, $180 in monthly insurance, which is higher than Texas, $250 monthly parking for work, $200 monthly in gas and maintenance. That's $980 a month she never budgeted for. Now, the third hidden cost, if you're still with me, is Oregon's income tax system. And this one destroys all budgets. People know Oregon has income. They don't understand how it's actually working or how much it actually costs. Let's talk about your tax reality. Oregon has one of the highest state income taxes in the country. No sales tax sounds great, right? But income tax rates up to 9.9%, plus local taxes in some areas, no deduction for federal taxes paid. Sarah's $150,000 salary in Texas, where there's no state income tax, just became $24,000 in federal taxes, $11,500 in Oregon state taxes, $1,200 in local Portland taxes. That's a $36,700 tax burden. In Texas, it was only $24,000. So in Portland, she's paying $36,700. That's $2,700. That's $12,700 more per year for her move to Portland, Oregon. Now, most people are going to calculate their Portland budget using their gross salary. You need to calculate using your net salary after Oregon taxes. For many people, this is $800 to $1,500 less per month than they expect. The fourth hidden cost is weather-related expenses. Now, that nobody warns you about. The fourth hidden cost is weather-related expenses that nobody warned you about. Portland's weather isn't just rain, it's a financial burden that adds thousands to your annual expenses. Let's talk about the rain reality for a moment. Portland gets 3,600 inches of rain per year, but it's not just about umbrellas. Weather, waterproof clothing, and gear. That's an extra $500 to $1,000. Higher heating bills. Dampness equals it harder to heat. $100 to $200 extra per month. Dehumidifiers and moisture control. Mold prevention, that's $200 to $800 annually. Vitamin D supplements, that's $200 per year because there is no sun here for most of the year. Portland has one of the highest rates of seasonal depression in the entire country. Did you know that? Light therapy lamps, $100 to $300. Higher therapy and counseling costs, $150 to $200. Gym memberships, $50 to $150 per month. Weekend trips to escape the rain, $200 to $500 per month. Sarah's weather-related expenses in her first year, the rain gear and clothing is $800. The extra heating cost is $1,200. Dehumidifier and air purifier, $400. Light therapy, $250. Mental health support, $2,400. Escape trips to sunny places, $3,000. That's $8,050 she never saw coming. Now, the fifth hidden cost is social integration, and this one is both expensive and necessary. Now, moving to Portland means rebuilding your entire social life from scratch. This costs way more than people expect. Let's get into the loneliness tax. Portland can be Portland can be socially challenging for transplants, cliquish social groups, or a Portland freeze. Locals are polite, but not welcoming. Need to join activities and groups to meet people, higher entertainment costs to maintain your social life. These are real costs we're talking about. If you're looking to build a social life in Portland, it requires an investment. Let's go back to the gym membership. So, a gym or fitness membership is $100 to $200 a month. Hobby groups and activities are $50 to $150. Dining out, we got a great food scene here. That's $300 to $600 a month. Concert and event tickets, 3 to 100, almost $300 a month. Dating expenses, $200 to $500 a month. Weekend activities and adventures, $200 to $400 per month. That's a very high cost. Sarah spent $14,000 in her first year just trying to build a social life and feel connected to Portland. This wasn't frivolous spending, it was survival spending to avoid depression and isolation. Remember when I told you that our annual income was $150,000? The sixth hidden cost is professional transition expenses that can make or break your Portland move. So even if you have a job lined up, there are hidden professional costs that add up quickly. Portland's job market is competitive and relationship based. Professional networking events are going to cost you around $500 to $200 per event, depending on the industry. An industry association memberships, those are $200 to $500 annually on the low side. Professional wardrobe for our climate, $1,000 to $3,000. Continuing education and certifications, about $2,000. $300 to $800 for those professional photos. Many people take pay cuts to move to Portland. Lower salaries than major tech hubs, a lot fewer tech hubs, fewer high paying communities and opportunities, low job search times, need side hustles and freelance work if you're going to be able to try to make it here sometimes. Sarah's professional transition costs. Let's deep dive. Networking, $1,800. Professional development, $1,500. Career coaching, $2,000. Income gap of $8,000. Looking at a total professional income cost of $15,500. The seventh and most dangerous hidden cost is lifestyle inflation, the pressure to live the Portland lifestyle. Portland has a culture that encourages expensive lifestyle choices disguised as values. I call it the Portland pressure. Portland culture promotes expensive habits. Your organic, local, everything. Those groceries cost 20 to 30% more. You know it. Craft beer, $8 to $12. Outdoor gear and activities like REI becomes your second home. Sustainable, eco-friendly products. Food truck and restaurant culture. The real numbers add up, people. This is not an inexpensive place to live. Portland lifestyle and inflation costs. Your groceries, that organic, $200 to $400 a month extra. Craft beer and cocktails, $300 to $600. Outdoor gear, $200 to $500 a month. Eco-friendly products, $100 to $200 a month. And everybody in their food trucks, my goodness, $400 to $800 a month. If you want to give good food, we got great food. It's included in that cost. So Sarah's lifestyle inflation's in year one, $18,000. She went from cooking at home in Texas to eating out constantly, from drinking $3 beers to $12 cocktails, craft ones, from basic groceries to premium organic everything. This wasn't conscious spending. It was cultural pressure that slowly drained her savings. Now let's add up Sarah's actual first year costs of moving to Portland. Housing reality shock, $5,700 extra. Transportation trap, $11,000 extra. Income tax surprise, $12,700 extra. Weather expense, $8,000. Social integration, $14,000. Lifestyle inflation, $18,000. Hidden costs of a little over $85,000. Sarah budgeted $6,500 to her move. Actually ended up spending $92,000. That's $85,710 more than what she expected. This isn't usual. This is typical. Most people move to Portland for the experience. $60,000 to $100,000 in hidden first year costs. Now you can do something about this. You can protect yourselves. So here's how to avoid a disaster financially like Sarah's. For every $1,000 in monthly expenses, you need to calculate budget $1,800. Portland will cost you 80% more than you expect in the first year. Save 2 times what you need. Save 2 times what you think you need. If you think you need 20K, save 40K. Calculate net income after Oregon taxes. Use online calculators. Budget for weather and those social costs that we talked about. They're not optional. Research true housing costs, including all the fees and the competition factors. Plan for lifestyle inflation. It will happen whether you want it to or not. This is the success formula if you're moving to Portland. People who successfully move to Portland without financial disaster have one thing in common: they budget for reality and not dreams. So there you have it, the 7 hidden costs that turn Portland dreams into financial nightmares. Housing reality shock, transportation traps, income tax surprises, weather expenses, social integration costs, professional transition expenses, lifestyle inflation traps. Have you ever heard of a video where somebody was talking about this? No, because you never think about it. Sarah's story has a happy ending. Once she understood these hidden costs, she adjusted her lifestyle and her budget. Today, she loves Portland, has her finances under control, but it took a couple years to recover financially from that first year financial shock. If you're thinking about moving to Portland and you want to avoid these costly mistakes, I want to help you plan properly. Down below in the description is all of my contact information. You could call or text me anytime. I'm more than happy to help you out. This includes all of the hidden costs so that you can budget for reality and not dreams whenever we have a conversation about what it's going to do, what it's going to take to help you move here. And this video, if it opened up your eyes to the true costs of moving to Portland, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.